Welcome to Math Expressions Unit 4, Multi-Digit Addition and Subtraction. Today, let's look at some different subtraction strategies. The first strategy is subtracting with a number line. Let's say, for example, we had the problem 134 and we needed to subtract 58. We can use an open number line. An open number line can start with any number. I'm going to see which of these two numbers is the smaller number. I see that 58 is smaller, so I'm going to start my number line with 58. My goal is to get to the larger number. When I look at my problem, I see 134 is my larger number. Now I'm going to use what I know about numbers to go from 58 all the way to 134. When I look at 58, I know that if I round up, it's super close to 60, which is a jump of 2. Now I'm going to think, how can I get really close to 134? Well, I know that 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, I can count by tens, so I could get to 100, and that will be much closer to 134. Now let's think, how big was that jump? 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that was 4 times that I jumped by 10. That's a jump of 40. Now I can see it's really easy to get from 100 to 134. That's a jump of 34. So now that I can see how many jumps I did, I'm going to add all of those together to find the difference between 134 and 58. Subtraction means difference. So if I add these numbers together, I can see 40 plus 30 is 70, and 2 plus 4 is 6. That tells me that my answer is 76. This is just one strategy for multi-digit subtraction. Let's try another one. Now let's look at a different strategy. We're going to try subtract by ungrouping. Now, if you remember, in addition, we learned how to group new groups of tens, hundreds, or thousands. Now we're going to ungroup or borrow when we don't have enough. Let's start by rewriting this problem so that we line up the ones, tens, and hundreds. I know we like to start with the ones, so let's look at that. 4 minus 8. I can't do that. So I'm going to borrow from next door, which means I'm going to ungroup. Now I know that this 3 really means 30. So if I want to borrow, I'm going to borrow 110 and bring it over here to the ones so that I can subtract 8. Now I'm going to look at 14 minus 8. I can do that. It's 6. Now I'm going to look at the tens. 2 minus 5. I can't do that. So I need to come over here next door to the hundreds and borrow or ungroup. So since there's only 1 there, I'm going to take it from the hundreds and put it in the tens, because I know that 100 is the same as 10 tens, and 10 plus 2 is 12. Now I can subtract 12 minus 5 to give me 7. You may notice that that's the same answer that we got last time, 76. Now I'm going to use this to show you one more strategy. Let's look at the same exact problem and put it vertically. This time I'm going to use a proof drawing or a place value drawing to help me. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to look at the 4 and the 8. Well, 4 minus 8, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these tens and cross it off which means that over here, just like before, I'm going to say, oh, I only have 2 10s now. So I'm going to take that 10 and break it up into 10 ones. That leaves me with 14 now. So I'm going to put the 1 next to the 4 to show I have 14. Now I can take away 8. I have enough. When I take away 8, I can see there are 6 left. Now I can move to the 10s. I see I have 2 10s left, but I need to subtract 5. I don't have enough. So I'm going to look next door in the hundreds place, and I'm going to break up this 100, and I know that 100 is the same as 10 10s. So I'm going to make my 10 10s and add a 1 in front of the 2 to now show instead of just 2, I have 12. And I know that 12 minus 5 equals 7, which makes sense because if I look at my drawing, I see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same as my answer. So I subtracted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, just like I said in the problem. Today we learned 3 different strategies. We learned how to use an open number line to make jumps to find out the difference between 2 numbers. We learned about subtraction by ungrouping and how to ungroup numbers in the 10s and the hundreds so that you can subtract when the bigger number's on the bottom. We also used to subtract with a proof drawing where you draw a place value drawing and then subtract and use ungrouping in that way. Hopefully you found a strategy that works great for you.